It's about 5:30 p.m. here on Wednesday, April 29th, 2026. One more day left in April. It's about 65 degrees right now. There's a breeze blowing from the north. We've had pretty good storms pretty much every day. Some of the storms missed us a little bit. I think we just got hit by a little bit of a storm this morning. It gave us 4/10 of an inch of rain. And starting to see puddling in the pasture, so that's a good sign. The soil's really soft now. Anyway, the sheep, they got out, they were spread out. They went under that last segment. Somehow they pulled the wire off the fence, and they're up there around the pond, and I was able to fairly easily get them back. And I was thinking they might come, but they don't think they're coming, so I'm going to push them a little bit from the. This might be a long video because I'll have to walk 2,000 feet. So the 2,000 feet is almost half a mile for those of you in metric land. 2,000 feet is roughly 700 meters, I'd guess. So I'm walking 1.5 kilometers. You know, it's estimating. Anyway, because I know the field's 1,000 feet wide. This direction, it's a rectangle. Yeah, I think I saw a new lamb, probably born yesterday or the day before. Really lively guy. I haven't touched him, but he was a trooper on the herding. His mama was a good trooper too. The dogs showed no interest whatsoever in the lamb. These are my female dogs. Completely bonded with the sheep. In fact, I caught one of the sheep following the dogs, thinking that it was a sheep, but I think she figured out pretty quick that they weren't a sheep. So the dogs are for sale if they haven't sold yet. I've got 12 of them. I want to get rid of about at least 8 of them. We got 6 pups. So in about 2 years, those pups will be for sale. I might keep on about half of the dogs for next year to sell them with starter flocks. That's kind of my goal, is to sell starter flocks for now. Because I had a great difficulty getting my flock started. So I'll sell like first year bred ewes with a ram or two. And then should be good. Anyway, or you can get your own ram. I recommend Katahdin in this part of the country. This is Northeast Texas, if you're wondering. I think St. Croix is okay, but it's not the bee's knees. They don't grow very big. Sheep. A lot of hoof issues today. I saw one poor ewe. Her hoof was about 1 foot long, which on a human, having a foot that's about 1 foot long is normal, but not on a hoof. I don't handle them very often. I'm thinking I'll make an exception. Oh, there's a new lamb. Hello, Mrs. New Lamb. Yeah, that's the mama. I don't know the mama's number or anything, but it might be a first-time mama. Part of that flock that I bought a while back. So a lot of the ewes have their udders developed, which suggests I'm going to be seeing a lot of lambs soon. I was hoping to get them in mid-June, but I'm not complaining too much. I assume all the mamas are caught up on their nutrition and are given good colostrum. You can see here the bag is full, the rear end is swollen. This one might be given a lamb soon. I wish she had more fat on her though. So yeah, now that I show up, it's time to pee. Oh my goodness. If that's a commentary on something, I don't want to explain it to anybody. But this one's got, like, the hooves are flat. I guess it's the way I cut them. I didn't cut them right. But that one with a really long hoof, let's see if I can find her. It just kind of spirals out like a horn. This girl probably has some pain in her back foot. Probably either a broken hoof or maybe some hoof rot or something going on there. I really need to look at their hooves. Probably do it this Saturday. Looking at the weather, making sure it's not wet. Well, that one just dropped a big dookie. It's supposed to be little pellets. Come on, guys. You can see there. Now, these hooves, they've grown in the past like month or so. These are not. Some of them, like 2 or 3 of them, had long hooves, and I'm like, I don't want to trim it. It's not too long, but definitely there's a whole bunch that I would trim. Now, I've let them grow out their hooves, and what eventually happens is the hoof breaks and falls off, which I imagine isn't comfortable, but I imagine you really can't ask for much more than that. Come on, little buddy. I know it's a new lamb because the umbilical cord is still attached. I can tell the age because the umbilical cord is starting to dry out. So 2 or 3 days old. Does that make me a sheep expert? I doubt it. As I've said many times before, if you're just listening to me and doing what I do, you're probably not going to get good results. Look at the number of bags that are full. There's a couple that don't have bags yet. Hopefully they'll give birth later. But I'm pretty sure I turned... Yeah, these hooves are delaminating there. This is Lady, by the way. One of the original sheep I bought. St. Croix. She has papers. That one's a little small to have a baby on. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. This one, she's starting to get her bags developed. Yeah. That one's probably close to giving birth there, right there. Somebody coughing? I'm trying to see which one it is. I don't think I've lost a sheep to pneumonia yet. Not that I would know, but I'm pretty sure most of the sheep that I lose, they get anemia, and then they just lay down, and that's it. And it's probably parasite overload is what's going on. But honestly, looking back, I'm thinking I might have been poisoning my own sheep by giving them improper feed. I was feeding them the cattle protein, and that's when I started losing a bunch of them. So I've been feeding them the sheep blocks. I forget the name of the company that makes them, but I get them at Atwood's. And I don't think I've lost any sheep since I've given them the sheep blocks. So, at least not that way. I did lose a couple for various issues. Again, I blame parasite overload. This one I think is the one with the really long hooves right here. I don't know if you're able to see that on video. Come on, let's go. They're probably just tired. They want to take a little break. They're not happy about being chased all over the field. Yeah, normally I call and they come running. They love the new rows, but there's so much grass in this row that's left over. I guess that's some kind of barley or false barley or something like that. I don't know what it's called, but it's definitely volunteer. I didn't plant it. The ryegrass, it seems like they went through the ryegrass and ate all the seeds off the ryegrass. Which I think is perfectly fine. Yeah, that one I think is the one I was poking at earlier. The front left hoof, the left hoof there is torn, so it'll be coming off soon. And then some of them just have perfectly fine hooves. There, that one has a super long hooves. Right there. Super long hooves, my goodness. They were not like that a month ago. Come on. Yeah, I was hoping for June lambs. June 15th is what I was targeting. So I'm not too happy Oh, there's some garbage here. Some debris from a storm last year. About this time, ripped up my neighbor's barn, his shed. It was like probably wasn't a tornado, but it was like a straight line wind. Oh, there's the afterbirth. So we're about halfway there, maybe a little past half. Yeah, we're a little past half. Expect a bunch of little lambs soon. I just see a lot of sheep that are near. Now, one of the things about sheep is I've seen sheep give off signs that they're going to give birth soon for a month or two. So it could be mid-May when they finally pop. Some of these sheep are looking awfully ripe. Come on. I don't want them running around my pasture. I want them pretty much staying in their row. When the dogs get excited and they start barking and running around, the sheep will scatter. I had that when I was trying to herd them back to where they're supposed to be. One of the dogs was sniffing around a wood pile on the other side of the fence. It's like on the fence. And I guess there was something there, and sniffing around, she got zapped by the wire, and then she let out a yip, and then I think one of the dogs thought they were under attack. Another dog said calm down, and they decided to wrestle a little bit, and that scattered the sheep. They just all went to the four directions, you know. And what I did is I just relaxed. I let them calm down, let them find their new centers of mass, and then gently brought them back together again. Hey there, doggy. How are you? Yeah, I don't like it when you jump on me. You can sniff me, it's okay. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Can't tell if it's a boy or girl. I can't tell that there's lots of energy in this guy. And that's, you know, one of the things I want to target lambing April, May, June. Mostly June, because I want those lambs in the last couple months of their development to get maximum nutrition from their mamas. And that first sip of colostrum is going to be packed full of nutrients. If they're giving birth in the winter, that's not exactly what happens. Yeah, I just put out a little bit of salt. And you can see it's just dust in there. I'll get some more salt for them when I come up here next time. I have a mix-in that I got from Premier One Supplies. That seems to go pretty well. And yeah, there you guys go. There's a new row all for yourselves. You're gonna stay here for 2 or 3 days, then I'll move you again. So there you have it. This one was a bit more painful of a move, but I think a lot of the mamas don't want to move right now. They want to lay down, rest their joints, chew their cud. But you can see there's like tons of grass. When I bought this pasture back in 21, the grass was up to my armpits and shoulders, but it was obvious he drilled and he fertilized, because beneath the grass there was nothing. It was just dead soil. Well, I haven't had grass grow back like that since, but you know, to be honest, truth is we've had droughts. We're still in drought level 3. Even with this inch or 2 inches of rain we got recently, it's not enough to make up for what we're missing. We're supposed to be getting 36 inches average a year. So here in springtime, we should be getting 5, 6, 7, 8 inches. But I think we only got like 3 or 4 inches. And then we're gonna hit the summer months again. July, August, when the sky forgets that it knows how to rain. and then we'll be waiting in September and October for those rains to replenish our pastures, so we can get a little bit of cool season grasses in the spring, this autumn time. But I think last year we didn't get very much at all, which is fine. I planned accordingly. I think this year I might get a little more hay than I got last year. But this is my water setup. One of the things that the sheep were doing is they were rubbing against this pole. So I made sure the pole's always on the other side of the wire, so they'd have to get zapped by the wire to touch that pole. That's because this little thing just isn't strong enough. That little, it's not really well connected. I don't really like how it connects. I don't really know what to do about it. But it works. And then I don't feel so bad when I dump it. It's like, what, 8 gallons of water? It's really not that much. I'll just wash off my boot here really quick. And then dump it out and move it. I think I'll just set it up. I'll just keep it here. I'll just reverse the polarity and put the water there and the pole on the other side. So that's all I got for you today, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Take care, and bye-bye.